So here I am. I was making some nachos and I thought I'll just turn the camera on. So pretty informal kind of thing. Not that it really ever is formal. But I'm gonna make some nachos because it sounds just so delicious. And mine are quite simple. I really don't do anything fancy. I just have some chicken here that I just cooked up. These are chicken thighs, boneless, skinless. Use whatever you want. Thighs preferred because they're tastier and they're just better all around. But whatever you do, cook the chicken all the way through, cut it, set it aside. I am such a simple person when it comes to nachos. I make them all the time and they're delicious. But one thing I always kind of recommend to people when they're making them is kind of different. I feel like a lot of people just kind of throw some tortilla chips on the pan and just kind of throw the toppings on, toss it in the oven, but there's nothing I hate more than a naked chip. So what I really like to do is I like to just spread them in a single layer. You don't get that pretty looking end mound of nachos, but it's so much better when each individual chip has all of their own little toppings. It's just perfect. I'm actually going to pop these in the oven for just a few minutes. I just want them to toast a little bit. Don't burn them. While those are toasting, I'm just going to get the rest of my kind of toppings together. Very simple, only a few things. I don't really like to go all crazy when it comes to nachos. I just have my chicken here that I had chopped up earlier. What I did was toss it with some barbecue sauce and Dijon mustard. I really like the tangy flavor that the Dijon gives to it, and it's just delicious. And I think I'm gonna toss on a couple of little tomatoes. I couldn't find any larger tomatoes at the store. I don't know why. So I had these hanging around, so I'm just gonna dice them up. A lot of people like to put these on raw, but I like the way that they taste when they're cooked. I'm not a huge raw tomato person. Then I've just got my barbecue sauce, cheese, and now I just wait for the chips. These were just in the oven just for maybe 5 minutes. I have the oven to 375. You can just smell the corn in the tortillas. They're kind of glistening. Just a little bit of extra flavor has come out of them since I just kind of popped them in the oven. But now I can go ahead and kind of just assemble. I'm just going to hit them with a base of the barbecue sauce. And of course, use whatever kind of barbecue sauce you like. Next, I'm gonna throw the chicken on. Try to get some on each one, obviously. Don't want any naked chips. Load them up. Now I'm just going to sprinkle the tomatoes right over. Lots and lots of cheese. This is just some mozzarella cheese. My store finally has the thick cut mozzarella. This stuff is so good. And it melts like a dream. I also like to use some Colby Jack cheese on these, but I couldn't find any. Just couldn't find a lot. But smother it with cheese. Just sprinkle a tiny bit of salt, some pepper, and a very light topping of some of the barbecue sauce. Now I'm gonna pop this tray back in the oven until all the cheese is melted and everything is just kind of bubbling and gooey and delicious. Found some green onions in the fridge that I'm just going to chop up and use for some garnish. Love some green onions. Nice and thin. And there you have it. Put some of my green onions on. And look how beautiful. can just stick my face into this. That's nice little bite, all of the good stuff on there. These are delicious. They're simple and flavorful, and crunchy and cheesy. They're perfect for a quick snack. It's perfect for game days coming up, a party with yourself on the couch, you know. Melted cheese. And they're nachos. You can play with them however you want to. So definitely make these and enjoy.